Hello all, a very good evening. Hello all, a very good morning. I welcome all of you for this 2 days workshop on data visualization and the use cases of the same. So I see around 70, 80 odd participants have joined, and I believe many more are joining. So to start with, I will be briefing you about the session, about the 2 days workshop, which will be going to happen today for 2 hours and tomorrow for the 2 hours in the same time slot, that is 10 a.m. to 12 noon. So I begin with introducing myself. Hello all, I am Madhav Chahar, working as a software engineer in Bajaj Finance Limited, Pune. So I welcome you all on behalf of Indeed Inspiring Infotech and Crucial Technology. This 2 days workshop is being organized in association with IT department of GHR CEM, that is GH Raisoni College of Engineering and Management. And not just this, we have active participation from various cities and numerous institutes. To name a few, I would start with PICT Pune, then Sant Gajanan Maharaj College, D.Y. Patil College, VIT, Symbiosis, Bannari Amman Institute of Technology, and many more in the list. And we have participation from industry people as well, various industry people. To name a few companies, we have participation from TCS, Capgemini, Nihilin Technologies, and so on. And friends, this is not all. We have very resounding participation from various cities of India. To name a few cities, we have attendees from Ahmedabad, Delhi, Pune, Nashik, Ahmednagar, and various more cities. So before I start, let me introduce you all to the panel. So let me share my screen to introduce the same, and we'll discuss the agenda also for this 2 days workshop. So I hope you are able to view my screen. My screen is visible. So this is the agenda for this 2 days workshop. So if I begin with, there are this day one will be covering introduction to data visualization, some BI tools with which we can do the data visualization in different use cases. Healthcare analytics using W, this use case will be taking. Then stock chart interpretation using Excel and website or application. Then sales and marketing analytics using Tableau. So this would be the agenda for day one, and day two would be we'll be covering Python libraries for data visualization, financial analytics with Power BI, HR analytics with using Python packages, analytics in politics, futuristic approach. And of course, in both the days, we'll be taking so many of your questions and any doubts which you will be having throughout the session. Apart from this, our panel, I have already introduced myself. Apart from me, we have Mr. Ajay Khandekar. He'll be covering stock interpretations use cases. Then Shiv Singh Patel, business analyst. He would be covering sales and marketing use cases. Then Moreshwar Thakur, data analytics. Prathamesh Parab, healthcare SME. Ritviz Singh, business analyst. Saurav Yadav, business analyst, and our very own director, Mr. Kushal Sharma. So this will be the panel for this 2 days workshop. And also to name Ms. Poonam Dhamal, who is the event coordinator for this event, Dr. Poonam Gupta, which is HOD IT, and Dr. R.D. Kharadkar, campus director, GHR CEM, GH Raisoni College of Engineering and Management. So we have a good amount of felicitated guests that are being part of this 2 days workshop. So Now, let me stop my screen share. I have discussed the agenda. So now I'll be starting with data visualization introduction, and then maybe we can proceed to domain specific talks, which will be covering a couple of use cases in terms of implementation of data visualization techniques. So let me share my screen again. I hope the screen is visible clearly to all. So introduction to data visualization. So we know that data visualization is the graphical representation of information data and data. Now, what is data and what is information is the basic question or the query which comes to the mind. So data is something basically a nuclear entity or a singular entity which contains some information, but that is irrelevant without the information itself. So information is something collectively a group of data which is carrying some logic and a meaning. So there are many techniques, or I would say visual elements like charts or graphs and maps that we usually see in maybe TV or in our work culture. And if we are a college student, we see these things in various aspects of our life while learning. So these are some visual elements which we use for data visualization practices. So as you can see these images, there are a few maps, histograms, bar graphs are there. So this kind of data visualization elements we use to get the information depicted and to get an understanding out of that information and data and draw some outcomes out of that. So in this way, we can understand the trends also, some outliers, patterns in data, which will ultimately help us in some decision making or some other things. So let me move to the next slide. So when we say that data visualization does this and we can achieve data visualization through different visual elements, but someone would say why there is a need of data visualization, like what are the benefits I'm getting from it. So to begin with the benefits, it provides us with the ability to consume information quickly. Like I'm having a bar graph or any graph which is showing me how much is the expenditure on a particular resource. Like if I'm running an MNC, so how much is the expenditure on various heads of my company? So I can quickly get an insight of how much is my expenditure and where is my expenditure is being expended. So in this way, it provides us with the increased understanding of the next steps that must be taken in the organization to grow our organization or to cater the customer needs in a better way. So to make those decisions, this data visualization plays a very important and vital role. Then we have improved ability to maintain the audience's interest. Now with this, I mean like sometimes in a meeting, there are people from business domain, there are people from IT domain, there are people from HR, but the data which we depict using the visual elements, it is having information for all these different heads of the particular organization. So it keeps on the audience, which is a part of that discussion, interested on what is being displayed. Apart from this, an easy distribution of information that increases the opportunity insights with everyone involved. So this is similar to the first point, the audience's interest basically. So how well we can depict or display the data using the visual elements so that the involvement of every individual representing different heads of organization can relate the data to. Now, this is a GIF which is being displayed here, and it is of a Tableau trend analysis GIF. So here we can see a trend line using a linear method is being used to depict expenditure in the country and versus the year. So on the x-axis, we have the years, and on the y-axis, it is the expenditure of the country. So in this way, we can similarly use multiple test cases or multiple trends to see different types of trend analysis or data insights that we want to have. So this is types of visualizations, slide 2. The earlier one was slide 1 of that. So there are common or we can say general types of data visualization can be achieved using charts or tables, graphs, maps, infographics, or dashboards. So in charts, we have similar we have two different kind of charts, or maybe we can use other charts as well. But to name a few, we have area chart, bar chart, then tables, graphs, maps. In this, we can include box and whisker plots, bubble cloud. For graphs, we have a bullet graph, cartogram, circle view. Then in maps, we have a dot distribution map, Gantt chart. In infographics, we have heat map, and in dashboard, we have highlight table. So in this way, we have like these are general types of data visualization, and on the right side, we can see the more specific examples of using the data visualization techniques. Let me move to the next slide. So here we have few more examples related to data visualization only. So we have histogram, matrix, network, polar area, radial tree, and scatter plot, which can be 2D or 3D. Both ways we can use it. So histogram, we have stream graph, then text, tables, timeline, tree map, wedge stack graph, word cloud, and any mix and match dashboard. So this way we have multiple methods and examples of data visualization. So all of these, I am not going in deep of each of these because when we'll be covering the use cases, we will be covering few of these data visualization techniques, data visualization elements, I would say. So we would be covering when we'll be covering the use cases. So here we are at the next slide, which is data visualization and big data. So you all must be aware of big data. It is defined by 3 V's: velocity, volume, and the veracity of the data. So similarly, when the data is increased many folds, how data visualization can be helpful, what tools can be used, what insights we can infer from that amount of big data. So what is the hand-in-hand process between data visualization and big data that we going to see here. So to get many insights or as many insights as we can from visualization tool, a visualization specialist needs to be hired. So this specialist must be capable enough to identify the best data sets for the visualization styles. And in a way, he is guaranteeing organizations in optimizing and using that particular data, which is being visualized in a efficient manner. So big data visualization projects often require involvement from IT, information technology team, and the business team. This is because business team is having a business knowledge of the data, like what the data is carrying, and IT is the team that is managing all the database, all the movement of data from the front end to the middleware, then to the back end, and finally getting stored in the database. So all this movement, so how that data should be retrieved back to use data visualization techniques on it. So it requires a participation from both business and IT teams to come up with a result which is best suited and best displayed with that particular information which was supposed to be displayed. And basing on that, the heads of the department or heads of the organization or whatever is the team which is supposed to be taking the decisions, so they can take some decisions, take some inferences, and make their product or maybe software or similar aspects better tomorrow. So common data visualization use cases, couple of use cases we'll be covering today. So we have use cases like sales and marketing. So in sales and marketing, many of you are already employed. So as we see, we often end up investing in stocks or mutual funds. So generally we see like what is the trend of this mutual fund or what is the trend of this stock performance for like at least 5 years back, since 5 years, how it is performing. And basis on that analysis only we invest in a particular stock or mutual fund. So this type of data visualization, which is relational to sales and marketing, helps us in that manner. Then we have politics. We recently we had polls for Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, and many other state assemblies. So we were getting a poll, like exit poll visualization, or we can say a trend. It was giving, all the news channels were giving a exit poll trend. So that kind of trend or that kind of information can also be visualized using this data visualization techniques. So it is equally important in healthcare domain. So to visualize many vital aspects of healthcare, we need data visualization and to predict some graphical representation, like how it is going to be, how it is affecting the masses. So basing on that, we can do prescriptive analysis and we can perform the healthcare related functions as well. Then we have scientists. So scientists also use data visualization. Like in scientific researches, we get greater insights from the data which was maybe invested or invented before them, and what were the insights taken from them, what were the researches were done on that data. So basing on those insights, it is easier for a new invention to be developed. Then we have finance, like similar to sales and marketing, finance is also related to the same aspect. Now logistics, let's say we can take example of a logistics company like Flipkart also handles or caters some logistics. So how many trucks are sent to a particular location, what is the trend, what is a particular product's consumer acceptance, how much orders are getting returned or cancelled for a particular product. So this way we can analyze those patterns and we can choose the shipping routes to cater the consumers faster. And just in case if we need to increase the logistics, we can do so in like in advance to meet the customer needs on time without any delay deliveries. So that's it for the data visualization introduction. And now I would request Mr. Prathamesh Parab. So he would be taking a use case on financial on healthcare domain. So I welcome Mr. Prathamesh Parab to start with a healthcare domain use case. Thank you so much.
Okay, so thank you so much, Madhav sir, for introducing me. It's a very great opportunity me to share my domain experience with you all out there. And I would like to thank Mr. Kushal sir, Mr. Ritvik sir to give this opportunity to invite me and to share my experience with the new folks who want to learn any visualization techniques, or they want to gain some expertise knowledge from the different domain. So thank you so much, everyone. So hello everyone, good morning. This is Prathamesh Parab from Pune itself. So as sir mentioned, I work as a healthcare domain expert. So I have an experience in data analytics in healthcare specific domain. So I work as a safety data analyst in Covance, and also I have a 2 years of experience in clinical data analyst in Genova biopharmaceutical company. So to begin with, I just want to have you all the basic understanding of the healthcare domain, how the healthcare is working, how the healthcare domain, getting data from various sources, and how they analyze to find out some meaningful information which further useful for the benefits of well-being. So let me just walk you all through this. So I hope my screen is visible to you all. If any of you is finding any difficulty to see the screen, they can let me know in between. So here to begin with, we'll understand what are the healthcare is first, and then I'll share you my kind of working in the particular sector or industry. So healthcare is basically the core of the any industry. Like what is healthcare is basically, so in healthcare, first priority is to care for the people, then to improving of the one's life. As we all know that past 2 years we all have been gone through the real and huge pandemic called COVID. So we all know that how the health is important to every one of us, how we have to take care of the oneself as well as our family members to survive from the huge pandemic like COVID. So yes, it is basically the caring for people and as well as improving life. So as far as data or data analytics concern in the healthcare industry, it's not an easy task to the people who work in a healthcare industry. Yes, Madhav, I can see your hands up. Do you have any concern? Hello. Hello. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. So, as far as the data analytics or data part is concerned in the healthcare industry, so it is most challenging and most most important task into the healthcare industry, because the if you go to the hospital or you go to the general clinic, so doctors or nurse prescribe you the prescribe you the tablets and all. So no one can understand the language of the doctors and what they have written on the prescribed document. So this is the one of the tasks that we have to we have to have the understanding of the doctor's handwriting. Then we have to have the uh, understanding of the medical terms which is doctor is writing. And then we have to gather all the required information from that document itself, or from the hospital source data as well. So as we all know that this is a one of the healthcare industry, but apart from the healthcare industry, there is finance, there is sales and marketing. So no one is getting the data very easily in any industry. So the one should have that knowledge and should have that understanding of the particular sector, and some skills to gather meaningful information out of that particular data set. So the healthcare data is basically a jumble of numbers and words, so that no one can understand what is written on the documents, or what is the exact meaning of that particular words. Because uh, healthcare expertise are basically well known of the healthcare terms, uh, like they all have know the organ system, right from the brain till the toes. So you have to have that basic understanding of the your anatomy on and physiology of the human body. Then only you can do this task very easily. So what is healthcare data? So healthcare data is basically nothing but health of individual patients or collective population. So as having said, if individual patient, the one who got cough and cold, so he cannot directly go to the huge hospital. What he will do, he will go first to the general clinic, general physician. So the physician will prescribe him some medicines. So that is considered as an individual patient. And then collective population means the huge amount of population, we all have know that in during COVID time, many of the population, like right from the Pune or different cities, different states. So these all the data whichever the hospitals or any industry is having, this is called a collective population. So then collected by healthcare professions. So from doctors, from the expertise in healthcare, different healthcare expert like MD doctors, general physician, then the MBBS, etc. They all the data is gathered by all of them as well. Then insurance companies and government organization. Then you will think why the insurance companies and government organization comes into the healthcare domain. So basically, as we all know, uh, or should we at least have the idea that yes, when we admit into one hospital, we have if we have the insurance of ourselves, then it will be more easy to pay us the hospital bills. Okay, but the what insurance company do, they will first collect the data of that particular patient, right from their medical test till from their the surgery. So this is also the data related to individual patients. So, and after that, the insurance company will sanction their insurance. Yes, that this is particular patient have the this kind of a treatment for the this period of time. So yes, his insurance is approved, and after that they approved their insurance. So insurance company is one of the major part of the healthcare company. Then government organization. So now you may think, why government organization? So like all we know that everyone must have taken the COVID vaccine, 2 doses of COVID vaccine. So what do you think that government come to know that yes, we have completed this much of patient, or we have vaccinated the specific number of patients? Okay, so government also having their kind of portals where the individual get registered, and after that the government the government basically do not analyze the data, or they do not work on it. So they what they do, they provide this database to the company who are processing the healthcare data, etc. So we can also gather the healthcare data from the government organization. Then tools use tools used to collect uh, and data store in healthcare. So electronic health records. So electronic health records is nothing but when you go to the hospital, your entry is made, your all the details have been filled into the specific system, and that system will be generate one report. So this is nothing but the healthcare health records. Okay, then personal health records. So personal health records is nothing but when you fill the form in the hospitals and you give to the specific desk person. So what he'll do, he will just make an entry in their own register, and they will punch the documents into their own file. So this is also this personal health record. Then patient portals. So many of you might have known this when nowadays there is a system when the patient gets admitted. So patient will also having the app in his mobile. So what he'll do, he will also fill the his progress right from the admission of the patient till he discharge. So that data is also important according to the hospitals. Okay, and business perspective. So health related smartphone apps and more. Okay, so in healthcare industry there is there is huge amount of data, huge velocity of data is coming from the different sources, like I already mentioned. So so the normal storage or normal ancient storage system uh, does not work in the healthcare domain. So there should be need of cloud storage when it deals with the big data. So big data, if you have the basic understanding what does the big data mean. So big data is nothing but the data which is coming from the huge sources. So that data, we cannot skip the the single documents when it comes to the healthcare domain, because every individual is important. There are different guidelines for different different countries, different state as well. So one has to keep recorded for the individual patient or individual subject, you can say, because losing a single document related to someone which may leads to cause their life as well. So the doctors and the nurses or any healthcare professional, should always have, hammer on their head. So no single document, can be lost during the process uh, of the data, etc. So you might have known that there are types of data analytics, or you can say healthcare analytics, where on the basis of that the hospital, the companies can take a decision for the further process. You can say if company is having one particular drug, then and the company has to market it, this particular drug. Okay, so before that, company work on the previous drug history. So how their previous drug is working in the market, how the people are responding, or how the the drug is safe to the particular individual or to the group of population. So the company is working with firstly the history of the particular drug. Then it will predict the future, and then it will take a decision on the basis of that past history as well. So descriptive analytics is nothing but use of historical data to draw comparison or discover pattern. So like I said that uh, first we describe that what your specific drug is doing to group of individual population. So that historical data is most important in or as a part of data analytics, especially healthcare data analytics. Because on the basis of past data, you can have a idea, yes, the or you can get some more ideas out of the historical or past data. Okay, then predictive analytics. So what does the predictive is means? Like I have mentioned, predictive is nothing but you give or you get some basic understanding for your the analysis of data based on your historic data. Okay, we say that yes, I have this experience in past, but I do not want to repeat this thing in future. So that's why I am, I why we say that, because we have the basic understanding whatever happened in past. So that's why we cannot repeat the same thing in future. Like if we have a bad experience, we cannot repeat these things in future. But if we have a good experience of the particular things person, then in future we can easily predict, yes, the step we are going to take will be the safe one. So in a simple term, so predictive analytics is nothing but it uses the current and historic data to make prediction about the future. Then prescriptive analysis, like I have said that prescriptive means, yes, you have an cold and cough and you go to the doctor will doctor will observe you, doctor will analyze you, and on the basis of his analysis, the whatever events occurring, what your body is responding, he will prescribe some medicine to you, right? Until and unless doctor observe you, or until and unless you tell the doctor, yes, I am having the cold or I am having a cough, he cannot give you the specific medicine related to that specific event. Okay, if you go to the doctor and you said, sir, I have an heart problem, and I want this type of medicine. So he will only give you the heart related medicines or tablets. He will not give you the cough and cold related tablets. So prescriptive means, the yes, the someone is analyzed before to give some decision. So this will tell us course of action should be taken to reach the most ideal outcome with prescriptive analytics. So how healthcare data analytics useful? So like I mentioned, understanding the patients. Okay, if doctor wants to analyze, if there is a very critical case, like uh, if uh, if example has to be given, then before 2 years back, okay, everyone is having COVID, everyone is suffering from the cough and cold, but every single individual have their different health pattern. Okay, like when you take 40 above age group, okay, they are showing same pattern in their health, like yeah, for due to the COVID, many of them have got the heart attack, many of them have got the heart related disease, uh, but the age group below 30 have different patterns. Okay, so understanding of patient, like this data analytics will give the basic idea to the doctor. Okay, so on the basis of that, yes, doctor get trigger, yes, this patient is different than this patient, so according to that they plan their treatment, or they plan their further process to get that individual well. Then understanding the disease. Okay, so when you go to the hospital, you fill the form, you tell them, yes, I have this type of condition and I want to admit it for this type of particular disease. Okay, when if you have written, yes, I have an headache, I have an uh, uh, joint pain problem, they do not send you to the general physician. They will send you to the only specific type of doctor. Okay, like if you have joint problem, they will send you to the orthopedic. If you have cough and cold problem, they will send you to the general physician. So likewise, understanding the disease. Okay, so understanding the disease, this also helps to any healthcare professions, professional, etc. Then detecting fraud risks. So how the detecting for fraud, get out of the data analytics with the help of data analytics. So many for filling the insurance form, many of individual, or many of people can fill the false form, or can submit the false documentation, false bills. Okay, so this will also get triggered with the help of analysis of data. So the fraud will get triggered, yes, this patient have filled the fraud false form. So this type of data will also be collected and submitted to the hospital. Then disease prediction and prevention. So nowadays, we know there are cancer is also one of the life-threatening disease nowadays. So how it gets predicted? So if suppose I am a patient, I go to the hospital and I said doctor that I am feeling nauseous, or I am having some pain in my chest. So what a doctor will do? Doctor will firstly tell you to the do some different test according to his basic understanding. Okay, then you go to the different tests. Then you go to the MRI, CT scan, etc., etc. And on the basis of that, doctor get trigger. Yes, this specific person is having cancer, or this specific person is having some any other issues. Okay, so cancer like disease, then diabetes like disease, then many life threatening like disease get triggered by with the help of data analysis. Then also financial risk management. So financial risk management, like when during COVID time, we know that कि हमें पता है कि बहुत सारे लोगों ने, मतलब सिर्फ हमें अपनी इंडिविजुअल हेल्थ कैसे संभालनी है, इसके वजह से ज्यादा भी पे किया है, जो इंजेक्शन था रेमडेसिविर, ठीक है, जो ओनली 5,000 का इंजेक्शन था, वो 25,000 में बिका है उस वक्त, क्योंकि लोगों को पता नहीं था। क्योंकि वो ऐसी सिचुएशन होती है कि माइंडसेट ऐसा हो जाता है कि हमें क्या करना है वो हमें समझता नहीं है या फिर ट्रिगर नहीं होता है। तो लाइक आई सेड, हेल्थ, व्हाई हेल्थ केयर इज इम्पोर्टेंट, कि लोग हम कैसे सेफ रहे और हमें कैसे सरवाइव करना है, कैसे बचना है, उसके बारे में पहले सोचते हैं। वो ऐसे सोचते नहीं कि हमारा पैसा कैसे बचेगा या फिर मैं ये हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट हूँ या ना हूँ। तो लाइक वाइज, और अगर रेमडेसिविर की बात की जाए तो वो ड्रग यूजफुल भी नहीं था कोविड के वक्त, लेकिन फिर भी लोगों ने लिया है, क्योंकि दैट्स द बेसिक अवेयरनेस नहीं था। सिर्फ लोगों को इतना पता था कि ये बोला है गया है और हमें लेना है, ठीक है, उसके साइड इफेक्ट पता नहीं थे, तो इसलिए लोगों ने 5,000 का 25,000 में लिया है, 25 का 50,000 में लिया है। सो likewise, if the one who doesn't having awareness of the particular particular sector, then this might happen. देन हेल्थ ट्रैकिंग। सो हेल्थ ट्रैकिंग के बारे में अगर बताया जाए तो अभी स्मार्टफोन आते हैं, अभी स्मार्ट वॉचेस आते हैं, ठीक है, तो उसमें हेल्थ ट्रैकिंग एक ऑप्शन भी होता है। सो अगर हमें एक्सरसाइज करनी है, हम वो हेल्थ ट्रैकर ऑन कर सकते हैं। हमें अगर रन करना है, हम हेल्थ ट्रैकर ऑन कर सकते हैं। कार्डियो करना है, वॉट एवर जो एक्टिविटी हमें करनी है, अगर हमें चलना भी है तो हम वो ऑन कर सकते हैं। ओके, सो वो हेल्थ ट्रैकिंग, वो डिवाइस होता है कनेक्टेड अपने मोबाइल से। सो वो भी एक डाटा ही हुआ। तो वो कंपनीज वो पूरा डाटा कलेक्ट करती है, और वो पूरा डाटा ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट वो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस यूज करके वो कैसे इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं अपना खुद का प्रोडक्ट, वो सोचती है। तो हेल्थ केयर उसमें भी आता है। फिर उसके बाद रिडक्शन इन हेल्थ केयर कॉस्ट। अगर आपको कैंसर है, अगर आपको डायबिटीज है, तो आप डिफरेंट डिफरेंट हॉस्पिटल चार्जेस डिफरेंट डिफरेंट ऑफ फीस। तो ये आपको कैसे पता चलेगा? तो ये आपको पता चलता है कि यस, आपके रिलेटिव से, अगर मैं यहाँ गया था, मुझे इतना चार्ज किया, उसका मेडिसिन अच्छा है, उसका ट्रीटमेंट अच्छा है। तो ये हुआ सिर्फ आपको एक वर्बल नॉलेज हुआ। लेकिन अगर आपने कहा तो भी पढ़ा है कि कैसे, तो भी आपको पता चला पढ़ने से, न्यूज़पेपर एक्सेट्रा। हालांकि न्यूज़पेपर में आता नहीं है ये सब, लेकिन आपको पता चला है थ्रू द इंश्योरेंस कंपनी, थ्रू योर कंपनी कलीग्स एक्सेट्रा। सो दिस इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द इम्पोर्टेंस in the healthcare data analytics, because reduction in healthcare costs, which is most important in day-to-day life, because no one is having the more than 50,000 60,000 of earning in regular month. Some of folks out there doing or surviving on their regular wages. Okay? So so this is not affordable to the who is earning and living on their life on uh, daily wages. So this is all about the usefulness of healthcare data analytics. Then require skill set for health data analytics. You should have the expertise in SQL. You have the you should have the analysis knowledge in Excel, because Excel is the best used in a many pharma company, many healthcare sector domain. Because then statistical programming is one of the major part in the healthcare industry, because the data which we got, or which healthcare domain sector people got, it comes in a number. Okay, or it does not comes in a long paragraph, etc. So mean, median, mode, then standard deviation. On the basis of that, the company should take their decision, like finding mean, median, mode. then data visualization. So here you can use the Tableau, then Excel is also, then Power BI for the data visualization. Like if you want to present your data in a graph, so data visualization Tableau is one of the great resource to show your meaningful data for business perspective. Then Power BI is one of the uh, emerging tools in the data visualization sector. Apart from this, you should have analytical thinking. Okay, you should have the like I am a healthcare professional, so I should have the knowledge of the anatomy and physiology of the individual person, so that I can understand what doctor has written, what the terminology for the specific disease is mean. Likewise, then creative thinking. Okay, so creative thinking, why do you need? इन सम टाइम्स कि ऐसा भी होता है कि जो हमें पता है वो सामने वाले ने गलत लिखा होता है. ओके, सो हेल्थ केयर में आप ऐसा नहीं कर सकते कि डॉक्टर ने ये लिखा है तो आप उस पर बिलीव कर लो, क्योंकि आपको डेटा प्रोसेस करना है, आपको रेगुलेटरी को सबमिट करना होता है. सो आप डॉक्टर तो राइट होते हैं उनके बेसिस पे, लेकिन डॉक्टर्स का वर्किंग आप सबको पता है कि आप जब हॉस्पिटल्स में जाते हो, बड़े बड़े हॉस्पिटल्स में जाते हो, कि डॉक्टर आपको कितने पीरियड के लिए एक टाइम दे सकता है. तो डॉक्टर ये ऐसा प्रोफेशन है कि वो हर चीज नहीं देख सकता, लेकिन जो उसके अंडर के जो लोग आते हैं, लाइक नर्स है, देन जो हॉस्पिटल की अदर फैकल्टी है, तो उनको ये ट्रिगर होना चाहिए कि यस, जो भी डॉक्टर ने लिखा है, जो भी हेल्थ केयर प्रोफेशन ने लिखा है वो सही है. तो वो उन्हें नॉलेज होना चाहिए. और पीपल लाइक अस, लाइक वी आर डूइंग हेल्थ केयर एनालिटिक्स, सो हमें भी ये नॉलेज होना उतना ही इम्पोर्टेंट है कि हम उस पर क्रॉस कर सकते हैं. क्योंकि अगर आपका एक बार डाटा प्रोसेस होता है और आप जब रेगुलेटरी को सबमिट करते हो, तो रेगुलेटरी से आपको क्वेरी आती है. आपका डाटा इमीडिएटली सबमिट नहीं होता है क्लाइंट को और गवर्नमेंट को. आपको पहले रेगुलेटरी को क्वेरी आती है, फिर रेगुलेटरी के रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन अलग फॉलो करने पड़ते हैं. एक प्रोटोकॉल होता है, वो प्रोटोकॉल फॉलो करना पड़ता है. और अगर तभी जाके आपके तरफ से कुछ माइनर भी मिस्टेक हुआ तो आपको फिर वो आंसर करना पड़ता है, और फिर उसका जो प्रोसेस है वो बहुत लेंदी है. तो इसलिए आपको भी खुद को एक क्रिएटिव थिंकिंग चाहिए कि नहीं, आप रैंडमली आपके पास डाटा है और आप प्रोसेस कर रहे हो. नहीं, आपको एक क्रिएटिव माइंडसेट चाहिए कि ये मैं डाटा क्यों प्रोसेस कर रहा हूँ, ओके, इसका क्या बेनिफिट है. इससे होता क्या है कि एज अ वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल ये आपके कंपनी को हेल्प करता है, लेकिन एज अ इंडिविजुअल ये आपके अपनों के लिए और खुद के लिए भी हेल्प करता है. ठीक है. देन अटेंशन टू डिटेल्स, जैसे मैंने आप अभी मेंशन किया कि आप जो डॉक्टर ने लिखा है उस पर ट्रस्ट कर सकते हो और करना चाहिए. ठीक है. लेकिन डॉक्टर क्या लिखा है, कैसे लिखा है, ये डिटेल्स आपको पता होना चाहिए ऑलरेडी. तभी जाके आप वो पूरा जो डाटा है वो आप प्रोसेस कर सकते हो. ओके. द स्ट्रॉन्ग कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स. ओके, सो अभी मैं बेसिकली वर्क करता हूँ पुणे से, लेकिन हमारे हॉस्पिटल से चेन्नई में. तो चेन्नई पीपल डोंट अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी लैंग्वेज, और लाइक साउथ पीपल डोंट अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी लैंग्वेज और मराठी लैंग्वेज. They only know their local language and English language. Okay, so I'm not saying that you should have the good communication skills, but yes, you should have to speak the English which another person can understand. Okay, you don't have to have a hard and fine English communication skill. You just have to have that type of skill, like whatever you want to say, the another person can able to understand. So apart from this techniques or this skill set, these are playing major important in your working as your working professions as well. So that is what all about. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prathamesh sir. So now I request all the participants in this session, if you have any queries, any doubts related to this healthcare data visualization use case, we can
Yes.
cater your queries. So anyone, if you have any doubts, you can raise hand and we'll unmute you and you can raise your queries.
Yes, please ask.
Yes, can you unmute again and please ask your question? I believe there are no questions. So maybe we can proceed to the next use case, which will be presented by Mr. Ajay Khandekar. So that is based on stock and the interpretations which we get from stocks. So it is completely a financial and stock market kind of use case where we use visual elements and data visualization for understanding and interpretation of stocks. So I invite Mr. Ajay Khandekar to please take charge and
Thank you.
continue with the session.
Thank you, Madhav. Good morning, everyone, first of all. And thank you, Kushal, sir, and Raisoni School College for inviting me. And my today's topic is stock market interpretation. And how many of you know about stock market and who really trade on it on an everyday basis or some investments in this? Hello?
Yes, Ajay sir, you are audible. But I believe many of us are students, so hardly any one of them would be trading. But anyways, you can start from scratch so that they have a basic understanding as well.
Okay. So what is stock market? Basically, stock market is a platform where many opportunities for individuals to grow their wealth and build savings. It is a place where company shares are bought and sold by issuing shares to investors. The company in questions aims to collect funds for its business needs. As like we say that someone means like Crucial Technologies want to expand their business, so they will put an approval to the SEBI, who regulates the stock markets. So to expand their business, they will need some 1,000 crores or what. They will give all their documents, demand the drafts on which they have shown all their back history of their revenue and the profits, and on that basis the SEBI will give the approval to open their shares on the exchanges like NSE, BSC. These are the two basic exchanges in India where we trade: a National Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange. And MCEX is for commodity exchange. Okay, and by buying shares, we become the part owners of the company, and we may receive some rewards from in such like dividends, split bonus shares, etc. And first, why to invest in stock market? So basically, we invest in stock market to maximize our returns, to beat the inflations. As we do FDs in the bank, we get only 6 to 7% yearly. By investing in stock market, we can gain more than that, up to 100% or maybe more than that. In like the crisis that happened in 2020, the market was totally down, and the persons who have invested in that, they have grown literally 187 to 100% or more than that. Means 1 lakh rupees has become to 18 lakhs and all, due to some means that recovery. Always say that research, reach your financial goals with the right mix of investments, reduce investing risk with solid assets allocations. Means we invest in the stock market so that we can liquid our fund anytime as we need it, because as we invest in real estates, we can't liquid it as fast as we can in liquid in stock market. That's why, yeah, the risk is calculated risk. How much you should calculate, how much risk you can take, and how much rewards what you want. First, trading terminology. In trading terminology, first thing is that mindset. With my what mindset you have? You want to trade on daily basis, or you want to be a investor? The delivery and the, as we say, that delivery versus data trading. Delivery means buying and holding for 50, and there are types in that swing trade, short term trade, and long term trade, or be just an investor like Warren Buffett, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, and etc. The third is that price. Price is the main, what we say, that main feature of this trading, main feature of this trading, trading terminology. And the second last is that diversifications. Means you just don't invest in just one sector, like banks. And someone will say that banks will go up, banks will go up. Don't just invest in banks. You should have a diversified portfolio. Means you should hold banks, ITs, medicines, some commodities like gold, silver, Reliance, oil sectors, etc. The derivative market. What is a derivative market? Derivative market is the best, I will say the best for the intraday traders, or the persons who want to earn money on the daily basis or in the swing trades. Derivative market consists of futures and options, which are the instruments to play the underlying assets. Means only we use milk. Okay, everyone uses milk. The milk sold in the village, the price is different, and that milk sold in the urban areas, the price is very different, because the instruments that play, means in village it's okay. No matter, in village milk is only used for the what we say, that home holds. Means everyone has cows and cows, so they doesn't matter, the value doesn't matter that much. But in that cases, on urban areas, we don't have anything, we don't have anything such like, so we borrow by giving more value to it. So that's that's called derivative market. And what is data in the stock market? Data in the stock market, it's charts the price and the volume at end of the days for day traders, for swing traders. Balance sheets, the company balance sheets, which we read to hold the to buy the shares or to sell the shares. Means as all the people buy the shares of Paytm, that think that it will blow up, but it doesn't. It just burst everyone's pockets, because we don't read the balance sheets. Though it was looking that just people randomly ran behind the Paytm, that it will it's the biggest company, but it doesn't. The balance sheets were so that weak that it just blow up all our pockets. Keeping update of upcoming events or news of the products, raw materials, on the sectors, etc., on which the company really works. Like if we say that oil prices are rising, oil prices, so we should work on we should search on that related stocks or who supplies that oil, or who really needs that in more cases, on what will affect on that. As we use the oil prices are rising, everything has every price have increased, I say. Means the fruits price, the cylinders price, the vegetables, all the products we use on the daily basis have increased. So we should work on that also. We should keep the updates of geopoliticals, the import and exports having the what we are having by our country and related to it. The types of analysis. Types of analysis, the basically as simple as descriptive, predictive, and perspective. The cases are here. The descriptive is that we use the historical data of anything, of any stocks, and we just try to study that what will happen next. It's just a prediction. The second case, the predictive, and the third one is predictive, that we do action on it, that we buy or sell by using the technical. The first, so that is called a technical analysis. We use that as a demand and supply. The price moves in trends. There are basically only three trends: uptrend, downtrend, and the sideways trend. History tends to repeat. The most traders say that history tends to repeat. But as we see the back history of any stock, I will surely show on the stock charts on the next, that the demand of the first stock was the second on the after 2-3 months, that is the supply of that stock. I bit they're getting confused. I will show on the charts. Okay. Fundamental analysis. The fundamental analysis is search for stock that are currently trading at price that are higher or lower than their real value by reading their balance sheets, the financials, and the holdings of the promoters, the mutual funds, the HNIs, the FIIs, DIs. Okay. The tools used to collect data. The tools we use to collect the data on stock market are research sites like Money Control, Ticker Tape, Screeners, chartings like tradingview.com, investing.com, and trading simulators, so that the new beginners can first practice on the demos by not actual depositing their real money, but just the virtual money, that is new stocks. How data analytics useful? The data analytics is useful in this in stock market, that by reading the data of any stock, we tend to believe that what we are going to do, or actually what we are going to take action, like we are going to trade it or just investment it. That's the first psychology part. If you think that you could have buy that TCS at price of 3,500, but it at that price, but if you have studied the data, you would have known that that there was a supply zone because of which that stock fall till 3,000, and then you may have loss of 500. We think that this is just a 500, but just think that if you have bought a quantity of 1 lakh, what will be the loss, and did you really could really bear over that? The second is that the predict the trend. By doing data analysis, we can predict the trend. What will be the trend next? Yeah, it's just a prediction. We can't say fix that it will really work on that. Sometimes our stop loss or hits, and here is that entry exit point. By data, we can actually know where to enter. As I said, as I gave the example of TCS, if someone had bought that at 3,500, he would have means A person is buying at that price and B person is selling at that price, because both of them are analyzing the different data with a different psychology. Some are saying that it will go up and some are saying that it will go down. So that's the last part is that risk and the reward. If you are investing 1 lakh, what is your risk? Means how much you can bear a loss in a day or in a month or in a year. Okay. But basically I've been talking about intraday only. So how much loss you can take in a day? If means in my case, I would take really 20 to 30,000 in a day, but I have that confidence that I can earn more than that in a day with my data analysis. So here are rules to be followed in that, other presentations, they are required skills. So here is the same, but just the name is changed, the rules. The first of all, you should trade like it's a business, but not a gambling. Always use a trading plan. Means you should build your own strategy, or you may follow some of the others, but just follow the strategy with the rule the strategy has given, and with the faith the strategy is going to work only. No matter you can get means if you trade 10 trade, two trades are always a loss, because no one is as perfect as you think. They use the technology to your advantages. Like today's, we can trade anytime, anywhere, anytime, in the time zone, anywhere, on the mobiles, on the tablets, on the laptops, on the on go, on journey sessions, and use that different apps which provides you the data, like screeners, like money controls, and many more. Protect your trading capital. First of all, basically everyone thinks that when they come to the trading, they think that it's just earning, there is no loss, but it's not like that. You should first know how much means your capital, the 1 lakh capital, you should try to protect it first. Not try, we should really work on that, how we'll protect our trading capital. Because if the capital is washed out, you can't do trading. And you think you will say that I will borrow more money, but you will just keep on borrowing, and you will never progress in that. So first, protect your trading capital, and always become a student of the market. Never think that you know everything of the market, that you will say, yeah, from this side it will go uptrend only, or here from it will go downtrend. No, you have a different psychology, and market is a very vast, where many people or many crore people are trading at the same time. Risk only what you can afford to lose. Means I can afford a 10 and 20,000 loss in a day, but it may not go with the same. It may not go with same with you. Some of you may only afford 5,000 or 2,000, or some of may afford many more than me. Develop a methodology based on the fact. Always check the facts you are going. Don't just randomly by seeing a post on Instagram, or someone says, like a friend says, "Are Tata Power upar ja raha, abhi le le." It's not like that. You should study the data which is provided on the sites. Always use a stop loss. Stop loss is very important. Like some of my friends or everyone says that I don't use stop loss. I know I have my profit, I will gain profit, but it's not like that. Just think that you're in buying side or a long side, and suddenly the reverse, it goes reverse, opposite to your trend. It goes short. What will you do? You will think that it will go up. Don't play in a hope or in a faith that it will go up. It's not like that. Market is not based on your hope or faith. It's totally on the technical analysis, on the data analysis, and the related some factors affecting it. Know when to stop trading. Means some of them only trade just they want to trade. They will take 100, they will take really 20, 32 trades in a day to earn something, that to show something that I have earned. But it's not like that. You should trade, you should be planned how much trade you will take in a day, and that's all. Keep trading in a perspective way. The scope of the market. The scope of the market is basically only approximately 3% of Indian population invest, and less than a person gains consistently from the market. So 97% is remaining in the market. 97% is remaining space. So we can come and gain many more, not by just trading. We can use some different financial instruments such as mutual funds, ETF, stocks. There are types of stocks like dividend giving stocks, growth stocks, or what we say, that blue chip stocks. Never invest in that penny stocks, like everyone says. Recently the stocks growing like Inventure, Vishesh Infotech, they are such a penny stock that people will say that IT upar ja raha hai, to ye bhi upar jayega. But it's not like that. you should always study. I means you should always have the data of it, and always the scope of the stock market is the basically, and the main factor is that we want to beat inflation, as current inflation is going 7%, and as we see in the it's the oil prices are rising, the petrol is nearly 120 or 126, so we can't afford it on a what we say what we earn from our salaries, so we have to beat that. So for beating that, we have to invest in the stock market or some financial instruments related to it from which we can earn, and the investment should be always calculated, not just randomly invest where on the rumors or on the pawn shop tips. Okay, and here I've written a quote: how many millionaires do you know who have become wealthy by investing saving accounts? I rest my case. And that's really true, that we can't earn from our saving accounts, not our FDs. Yeah, FDs are secure, but what is the guarantee that the bank will not go shut down? Yeah, leaving the national banks, but there are also some scams. And thank you. I work at TWJ, Trading with Jazz, in Pune as a relationship manager, and I have trading experience of 3 years. Trading experience of 3 years, and investing in stock markets with some BSc Institute certificates and some personal experiences. I would like to say that everyone, how many of your students of in watching this presentation, that this is your right time to invest in the stock market. Not much, not like that big sharks, but small. The small pennies, what we just use randomly, और what we just गया तो गया जान दे, मतलब नहीं, पैसा एक ऐसा इंस्ट्रूमेंट है जिससे हम कुछ कमा सकते हैं, और we should play it a well and a disciplined manner. Okay, so you should always keep some penny and invest in the stock market on monthly basis by doing SIPs. Yeah, but do just what we say, that data analytics. The first of all, the data analytics, I will show some charts over here. So this is a Reliance company chart. Okay, so what the data over here works is that this is a candlestick patterns. I hope some of you know that, or else no problem. So this is a candlestick problems. Here I have just given here, this is a downside, there is a volume chart. Okay, so it shows that how many buyers or sellers or the accumulation of the book is given over. So here is the dominant, the arrow over here shows that here the buyer was dominant and the volume was really 1.62 millions. Okay, so from this analysis, or from this candlestick patterns, we can say that this is a Marubozu candles, or this is what we say, that here are candlestick pattern. These are doji candle, gravestone doji patterns, and this is a trading view. So we can do a chart analysis by giving a trend line. This is a trend line, as Madhav had given that linear trend lines and all that by using a tableau. We can do here by in tradingview.com. This side, the right side, shows the price actions, the prices. Here are the tools that we can use for doing a trading trend analysis or technical analysis. We can use different time frame, as this is the 1 hour time frame on the NSC, and here I'm using the 5-minute time frame. Everyone has a different skill to analysis on the different time zones. Okay, some of them use just 1 minute time frame, some of them will use 1 day time frame. I basically use 1 day time frame from a swing trade. As this was such just my analysis I've done in the last few days. So here we can say that here we see that the candles, they are showing a downtrend. Okay, For first of all, this was an uptrend. Okay, the from here, okay, draw from here it goes, it make a bottom over and it go this side. So this is called an uptrend, and from this it goes down. So it's called a downtrend. But in these sessions where you see that this is a sideways trend. Okay, sideways means that market doesn't go up not down, it's just being in a zone, in a parallel zone, which it's going, or what we say that a distribution zone. It's not having any decision due to some circumstances affecting the market. And from this it made, what we say that it made us demand, it made a support over here, and from here it again took an upside. So as I said, there is a demand and supply in this. So as you see over here, the market first made a top. Okay, so this top was first a demand supply zone. Okay, it was first taking rest over here and again coming down. It happened one, two, and the third time, and the fourth time it just gave a, what we in our words we say that it just gave a breakout. It gave a breakout with a nice volume, huge green huge candle, and again it took upside, and it look over here. Zone now, this zone, the line which I've drawn over here is has become the demand zone over here. Means first here in this case it was just a supply zone, means from here we get where all the buyers have to book a lot over here, and the short selling comes over here, and there's supply zone, and here it takes the same trend line has become after some while a demand zone. Means from here it takes a supports and again it takes upside. It may have break over here, but again you have seen that it has taken the second, it has taken this zone as a this demand zone as a support zone, and it has again taken an upside. So yeah, this is a trend analysis, uh, and there are the fundamentals, but I'm not as good as in fundamental analysis. I can just explain that in a good ways, technical analysis, which I'm always good. And yes, I'm ending my session over here. If anyone has a question, can ask me.
If we want to plot the data for different stocks, right? We might use like their APIs and stuff
Yes.
from Sensex or something. So then are there any things we need to ignore when we're plotting that data? Like some things we're not supposed to show when we're plotting the data for those stocks?
In that case, first you should what we say that what you're actually means what type of data first you want, like as basically you will get that future data, or this just a general equity data. There are some functions, or we say that derivatives, future and the equity data. And for what purpose you are getting that data? For back testing, as there are algo readings that we use for that back testing data, as you said that API keys Upstocks or Zerodha provides. And I've not done that, so I can't say what data means or what we have to neglect from it.
Okay, sure, got it, no problem.
Okay, so do we have any other questions? Anyone else? Any queries? I see Akshata Chowgule's mic is unmuted. Akshata, do you have any query? Guys, please be interactive and feel free to ask any queries if you have. We will wait for a minute and then we can switch on to the next session. So I hope all the participants were present in this session and have listened carefully to Mr. Ajay's presentation. They would be starting stock investment soon.
Yes, yes, sure.
So yeah, it is good for your future. So we can start that and use this data visualization techniques also there to uh, achieve good benefits. So next I would request Mr. Shiv Patel. So he would be giving a walkthrough of Tableau, which is one of the very widely used tool in business intelligence and data visualization. So now I request Mr. Shiv Patel to please start with the walkthrough of Tableau.
Yes, thank you, Madhav, for giving me a precious time from this workshop. So, good morning, everyone. Is my voice audible to one and all present over here? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I hope you got some idea of the use cases of healthcare, the stock market, which has been covered till now. So, do you think it is important uh, to be invested somewhere in the capital market or the money market? Do you think it is important? Listening to the Ajay's stock interpretations. Yes, anyone? What do you think? Is it important to invest at the early age in which you are right now?
Yes, it is important.
Yes, it is important. Like, yes, Pratik, it is important because if you see the stock market, if you invest in the stock market, it is somewhere will give you benefit in the future. Like today, if you see, or if I talk about the pandemic, when this coronavirus pandemic had started, at that time the stock market had uh, got crashed, and it was the stocks that were on 2000 rupees or 3000 rupees where we will be getting on 50%, like the price were around 1500 2000 rupees. And if you now see the prices of that particular stock, it is now 3000 rupees, 3500 rupees. That means the investment which you had done in that pandemic period has now doubled in that particular period in the span of only 1 to 2 years. So that much potential the stock market has. If I talk about FDs or the fixed you can say investment which you are making, you only get 6 to 7% of 6 to 7% of returns from them. But if I talk about stock market, it can give around one time, two time, three time, and it may give you around 10 times as well. But it all depends upon the risk you manage and how you are managing your money. So it is all about that. Okay, I have one more question. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय डेटा विजुअलाइजेशन? आपको क्या समझ में आता है डेटा विजुअलाइजेशन है क्या? सिंपल वन लाइन आंसर कैन बी एक्सेप्टेड. You can write it in the chat box or you can unmute yourself. Yes, what is data visualization? Yes, we have around 115 participants. Anyone can speak up. Priyanka says to understand the data, graph representation of data. Minal says, okay, correct. Understanding hidden pattern of data. Piyush says, okay, great. Yes, you're all correct. Like if yeah, Saurav says data represented in graphical patterns, representation of data in terms of graphs and charts. Yes, everyone is correct. So if I talk about the representation of data, if I take example over here, like there is a one baby of around 5 year age or 2 years age, 3 years age. When you take one apple and go to him and you said this is an apple, so he might not understand उसको एक बार में समझ में नहीं आएगा कि ये एप्पल है. लेकिन आप उससे अगर इफ यू फ्रॉम स्टार्टिंग ओनली शो द पिक्चर ऑफ एप्पल, आप उसको एक पोस्टर में दिखा रहे हो कि ये एप्पल है जो कि रेड इन कलर है, उसका शेप गोल है, या फिर आप लैपटॉप मोबाइल में उसे बार बार बता रहे हो कि दी थिंग विच इज इन रेड इन कलर विच इज राउंड इन शेप इज एन एप्पल. तो यहाँ पे whenever he will see the original apple, he will instantly say this is an apple because he has seen that thing in the pictures. So that means it can be it can be said that कि जो भी चीज हम ग्राफिकली देख रहे हैं, विजुअली देख रहे हैं, इट कैन बी अंडरस्टूड वेरी इजीली एंड एफिशिएंटली. ओके, यानी कि अगर कोई डेटा आपके पास वर्ड फॉर्मेट में है या एक्सेल फॉर्म में है, उसको आपको समझने में टाइम लगेगा as compared to the pictures and the representation of data into graphs or tables. Okay, so this is the thing over here. So can anyone let me know the different types of data visualization tools जो आपको पता है कि हम जहां पे डेटा विजुअलाइज कर सकते हैं? Yes, write it in the chat box. Different data visualization tools you know. Power BI, okay. Tableau, okay. Excel, Tableau, Power BI, MS Excel, okay. Python, yes, Python libraries we have, correct. R, yes, R we can use. R is also a language which can be used to visualize the data, correct. Yes, so all these things can be used to visualize the data. We have more tools like we have Talent, we have Click, we have uh, Power Assess. These are some data visualization tool that can help. So let me introduce with Tableau. Okay, so Tableau comes with two versions. Okay, Tableau has got two versions. One is Tableau Desktop, which is a paid version of Tableau, and one is Tableau Public, which is a free version in which you don't have to pay a single cost to take a license. The license is free for Tableau Public. So let me introduce like how to install Tableau or download Tableau and use it. So when you open Google Chrome, just simply type over here Tableau public download. Okay, make sure you are downloading Tableau public because Tableau desktop is a paid version and it is very much costly. Okay, it's around $70 to $100 per month and it is generally used by the industry. And I will let you know the difference between public and desktop, why it is paid and why it is free. Okay, so just click on the first link, that is download now. Here you will get one option. आप यहाँ पे एक ऑप्शन देख पा रहे होंगे जहाँ पे डाउनलोड द ऐप का आपको बटन दिखाई देगा. Just click on this download app button and you will again come to another page. Here also you have to click on download the app and here you have to fill the information like first name, last name, email ID and country and region and simply click on the download the app. The download will get started. So this is how you can easily download the Tableau public platform, which is free to use. You can visualize your data, you can create bar charts, you can use trend lines, you can put formulas to your data. So all of this thing can be done here. So I request all of you to download this Tableau because in tomorrow's part, like the things which will be taken tomorrow, we will be using Tableau for visualizing. So simultaneously, you can also do. So please download this. So I have already installed this Tableau public platform, so I'm not installing it again. I will just walk through you the platform which is Tableau public. So here you have Tableau public 2020.3. This is the version of Tableau. So you can see the interface of Tableau like how it is looking. So first section, which is into blue color, you can see is of connect. Okay, in this section you can connect through various files of your data. Like if you have a Microsoft Excel file, you can make connection to Tableau to Microsoft Excel. If you have a text file, you can make connection to text file as well. If you have JSON file, you can do that. PDF file, spatial file, statistical file. So this can be connected to Tableau and you can visualize your data. It can be in any format. Apart from this, here in the below option, we have to a server. Like if you want to connect to any of the server, like there is a Google Drive or any cloud platform which you want to connect to Tableau, you can do that as well. So here in more option, if I go, here I can see Google Sheets, Web Data Connector, only two options I have because this is a Tableau public platform. It is free. But if you go for Tableau Desktop, which is a paid version of Tableau, it has got 77 plus options to connect to a server. You can imagine like 77 plus options you get in the desktop version. So here only have two options to get connected to a server. And if I click on this particular Tableau icon, you can see the whole interface the Tableau has got. Here you can see we have sheets. We can create multiple sheets over here. Here we have dashboard option. In dashboard, you can put various sheets and make one dashboard. Apart from it, we can create stories, like the stories in which you can mention the whole scenarios from start to end, like first half में आपके साथ आपके sales में ये हुआ, second half में क्या चीजें हुई. So that can be put upon this story part. And here we have a data source option. In data source, if I click on Microsoft Excel, so I have to select one file which is in the format of Excel. So I have this Superstore file. I'm just giving a demonstration how it will get connected. So it is processing request and executing the query to connect with the Microsoft Excel file. So here, one thing you can see is the file which I have connected has automatically got loaded, and you can see whole file over here, like the columns which I have in Excel that can be seen over here very easily. So all the columns, like I have row ID, order priority, discount, unit price, customer ID, customer name, all 19 or 20 columns which I have in the Excel sheet can be seen over here. Now, if you want that, you don't want to have any one column in your analysis, like you don't want this postal codes to be included in the analysis. So what you can do is you can exclude this column from Tableau itself. Like you don't have to make any changes in your original Excel. Okay, you can directly click on this drop down button and you can hide this column. So as soon as you hide this column, this will be not visible for making any analysis. Okay, so this postal code has been hidden. Now, if you want back that column which I have hidden, if you want back, so here you can see show hidden fields. I will click on this checkbox. So this postal code is getting shown over here. You will click again on the drop down and you will unhide this postal code column. So this is how you can also transform the data in Tableau as well. You don't have to make any changes in Excel. Okay. Apart from this, if you have multiple sheets and you want to do analysis on multiple sheets, you can also connect that sheet over here. Like this is only one sheet I have, so I'm not connecting it. So I just wanted to know, tell you that you have been using SQL और आप में से किसी ने databases अगर use किए होंगे तो वहाँ पे हम joins perform करते हैं. So that type of joins can be performed in Tableau as well. Okay, if you have any common field or a common attribute, so you can make connection and you can do the analysis. So this is the data source interface where you can connect multiple sheets and use it for analysis. Here in connection option, you can see add option. Okay, यहाँ पे आप add का option देख पा रहे होंगे. इस add option से आप और भी sheets जो connect करना चाह रहे हैं analysis के लिए वो कर सकते हैं. But अगर वो sheet इस पहले वाले sheet से related है, इसमें कोई primary key है, you can make connection. But if it has no connection, you can add, but for that you have to do different type of analysis. So this is the point over here. So let us go through sheet 1 and वहां पे हम check करते हैं कि किस तरीके से हम data को visualize कर सकते हैं. I'm just giving a simple walkthrough. We will be doing this full-fledgedly tomorrow in 10 to 12 session. So this is the sheet option. Okay. So if I give you the walkthrough of this, आप यहाँ पे देखिए जो सबसे ऊपर वाला ऑप्शन है इसे हम मेनू बार कहते हैं, जहां पे आपके पास फाइल, डेटा, वर्कशीट, डैशबोर्ड, इट इज कॉल्ड एज मेनू बार. एंड आफ्टर दिस यहाँ पे आप देखिए ये डेटा पेन है, इसे हम डेटा पेन कहते हैं, PAINE, जहां पे आपने जो डेटा कनेक्ट किया टैब्लू के साथ वो सारी चीजें यहाँ पे अवेलेबल है. सारे कॉलम्स जैसे कि जो भी उस एक्सेल फाइल में थी सारे आपको यहाँ पे दिखाई दे रही हैं. तो एक और चीज मैं यहाँ पे आपको दिखाता हूँ कि टैब्लू कितना इंटेलिजेंट है. उसने उस डेटा को बाइफरकेट कर दिया है ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ इट इज अ न्यूमेरिकल डेटा और इट इज अ स्ट्रिंग डेटा और इट इज अ जियोग्राफिकल डेटा. ओके, यहाँ पे देखिए सिटी एक जियोग्राफिकल डेटा है, इसलिए यहाँ पे उसने ग्लोब का साइन दे दिया है. Customer ID, the data in this column exists is in numerical data. So यहाँ पे hash sign आप देख पा रहे हैं. Customer name में आप देखिए string data type है, तो यहाँ पे ABC आ रहा है. Order date, ये यहाँ पे dates हैं, तो date के लिए यहाँ पे इसने calendar का icon दिया है. So this is how you can see that it has bifurcated the data on the basis of data types. So you can easily understood like what type of data it is. Okay, and moreover यहाँ पे एक चीज और आप समझ पाएंगे कि जो भी आपके मेजर्स हैं, मेजर्स यानी कि आपकी जो भी डेटा में न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यूज है, तो वो उसने अलग से यहाँ पे दूसरे सेक्शन में डाल दिया. जैसे ये डिस्काउंट, आपका प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड मार्जिन, प्रॉफिट, सेल्स, शिपिंग कॉस्ट, दिस ऑल आर द मेजर्स. सो यहाँ पे इनको हैश साइन मिला है. Okay, so all those which are in blue in colors are known as dimensions and those which are in green color are known as measures. तो ये बात आपको यहाँ पे ध्यान में रखनी है. इसके बाद और जो चीज आपको पता होनी चाहिए यहाँ पे वो ये है कि मेनू बार के नीचे जो आप देख पा रहे हैं इसे हम टूल बार कहते हैं. टूल बार में भी बहुत सारे फंक्शंस हैं. फिर यहाँ पे फिल्टर्स हैं. इफ यू वांट टू ऐड एनी फिल्टर्स टू योर विजुअलाइजेशन you can do that. and ये analytics pane है. analytics pane में sheet 1 so let me go to sheet 2. तो यहाँ पे देखिए we have this show me option. Okay, in this show me option you can see we have different types of charts that we can create, but the data should be of that type. like अगर आप यहाँ पे देखो, यहाँ पे हमारे पास maps का एक option है. You can see my cursor. So if you are using maps type of visualization, we should have the data should be geographical format. So यहाँ पे आप maps का इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. We can use pie charts, we can use side by side charts. यहाँ पे dual lines हैं, then we can use dual combination, box and whisker plots, bubble charts. फिर यहाँ पे आप देखिए सिंबल मैप्स, तो वेरियस ऑप्शंस वी हैव टू विजुअलाइज द डेटा इन दिस शो मी ऑप्शन। ओके, एंड यहाँ पे ये मार्क्स ऑप्शन आप देख पा रहे हो। मार्क्स ऑप्शन में अगर आप कोई कलर डालना चाहते हैं, कलर का यूज करना चाहते हैं, और इफ यू वांट टू रिसाइज द विजुअलाइजेशन, यू कैन डू दैट ऑल दोस थिंग्स। सो दिस इज दैट पार्ट जहाँ पे हम डेटा को विजुअलाइज कर सकते हैं। और I will request all of you to download Tableau Public so we can have a walkthrough, like proper walkthrough, or the practical part tomorrow. Okay, so that's all from my end. You can download this Tableau Public platform and we will be demonstrating this tomorrow. Yes, over to Madhav.
Hello all. Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Shiv, for this enlightening session over Tableau and the basic working of it. So any of the queries we have on Tableau or the session which we just had, any queries on the same, please feel free to ask.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Khushi, please go ahead.
Sir, I want you to give some more enlightened information about the majors. Like, what are the majors?
Sure. So I request Mr. Shiv to please answer Khushi's question.
Yes, is my voice audible? Yes, Madhav, is it my voice audible?
Yes.
Okay, so the question is, what are measures? So measures are nothing but all the numerical values are known as measures. Okay, and measures are basically represented in the blue color. Sorry, measures are represented in a green color and dimensions are in blue color. So if you see the data which I use of Superstore, it has got some numerical values that can be called as measures. Okay.
Thank you, Shiv sir. We have few more questions. Participants have messaged those questions. So Meenal Patil is asking which is the best to use between BI or Tableau. Use Power BI and Tableau, which is better. And the
Okay.
other question is like, can we create report in Tableau like Power BI?
Yes. So first question from Meenal, like which is best to use Power BI or Tableau? It depends upon you, like how much comfortable you are with Power BI or Tableau. Like personally, what I feel, I prefer Tableau because Tableau has got more better interface as compared to Power BI. Okay, and it is easy to use. Uh, but but if I say my personal opinion, I will say Tableau because again it has got more visualization part. It is easy to use. In Power BI also we can use Power BI is also like there also we can apply formulas, there also we can create dashboards, stories and charts. All that can be also done in Power BI. But if I talk about interface, Tableau has got a much better interface as compared to Power BI. Okay, Minal. Yes. And the question from Pratik, can we create report in Tableau like Power BI? Yes, definitely we can create reports in Tableau as we create in Power BI. So both the demonstration of Power BI and Tableau we will be having tomorrow. So I request all of you, like we will be having the speaker Kushal Sharma sir tomorrow. So he will be demonstrating you both the tools, Tableau and Power BI very efficiently. And I assure you, like you will be able to visualize the data on your own if you attend tomorrow's session. And that's it. Yeah. More question. Yeah, Pratik, is the your question clear? Pratik Madhukar. Okay. So I'm saying ki we can create reports in Tableau. Just say, yeah. Okay. Is any more question do you have? Anyone? Anyone having any question, you can put it on the chat box. And again, requesting all of you to download Tableau. So we will have some data sets that will be visualized tomorrow and we will be using. Okay. So I think there are no questions.
So anyone having any queries, please feel free to ask, or you can post in the chat box as well. We'll wait for a minute to take up the queries. So guys, similar to today's session, we have a session lined up for you all tomorrow as well. There is a question from Khanjan. Any prerequisite learning for tomorrow's session? Just a basic know-how of data visualization and the tools which we use. And Vaishali Turkane, can you help how to download Tableau? On Google directly, you can search Tableau. Is my voice audible now? Sorry, I just had a connection issue. So Vaishali Turkane, for your question, you can directly go to Google and search for Tableau public, and it will ask for some basic registration, your name, email ID, and you'll be able to download the application and you can use it. I believe Prateek has shared the link. Thank you, Prateek. So participants can use this link for downloading Tableau. So similar to today's session, we'll be having a session tomorrow on same time, that is 10 a.m. to 12 noon, 10th of April, and it will be hosted on the same link. So you guys can tune into the same link, and please be interactive, more interactive tomorrow to get more understanding and more clarity on data visualization and the tools and the use cases. So we'll be covering a lot more in tomorrow's session. Please tune in on time, and we'll be seeing you all tomorrow. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead. You guys can drop off if there are no queries. Thank you so much.